Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna start on some Halloween stuff. If you guys were with me last year, then you know I've been wanting to do a Halloween tree. Well, I'm going to do it this year. I've already started with the stuff, but this is going to be one of those. I know you've seen them; they've been everywhere. Use the pool noodles and you make like candles, different sizes. So that's what we're going to do. So I have my hot knife heating up. I don't know how long this takes. And obviously I can't touch it because it's hot. But I figured that might make it easier for us to cut. I want different heights. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Sharpie and just figure out like what height I want them at. And let me just get a tape measure here so that I can, and hang on, I have something sticky. My hands had another major breakout, so I'm trying to stay away from resin for a little bit. So yeah, and I didn't have a video for a couple days because I haven't been feeling the greatest. All right, so that one is just over 6. So we'll do this one at like 7.5. And I mean, this is just so I can figure out like how many pieces I can get out of one noodle. So we'll do 12 and I'll do, say, 14, and then that would leave us with 7. All right, so let's see. We'll do this one 10. And then we'll have the rest. So that will give me 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll give me 5 different heights. So you can use a knife, but I bought this hot knife thinking that, you know, maybe this would be a little bit easier and make my cuts. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, this is definitely, but I'm going to have to shut this off because my thing is not, let me see if I can just get them. Oh, no. All right, so I'm going to unplug that, let it cool, and then I will come back. But that's going to make it so easy to cut it. So, all right, while that's cooling, I'm going to just kind of explain what I'm going to do. So I have this old plate, and you can see it is scratched beyond scratched. I had an old centerpiece that I had made in here, and I took it apart, and I've just had the plate thrown around, so it's really scratched. But it doesn't matter because my candles are going to go in here, and then I'm going to decorate the outside. So the plate is not going to show. I could spray paint it black, you know, black or silver or whatever color, but I'm not. I'm not even going to worry about it. We're just going to... All right, so that's cool. I don't dare touch the other one yet. I don't know how long they take to cool. So I did get some different flowers at the dollar store, at Dollar Tree. And these are what I'm going to end up putting in my tree. I'm going to cut them off and we're going to use them as picks. But I want my centerpiece to blend in with my tree. So I'm going to be using some of these to make a floral on the outside. And then we'll probably be putting some ghost and some different things. I also picked up a bag of these at Dollar Tree. So they're just, I think it's like a garland. Yeah, it's a garland. It's 9 feet. So I'm just going to cut the rope. And we're going to use the balls sporadically on our piece. And then I have got, you know, like some little skeletons and stuff from last year. So I'll maybe even put one of these little guys in there. And yeah, so we're going to decorate it up kind of cute and see what we can come up with. So, and do I have a towel down here? I know I don't have a pot holder, but I'm sure I'm going to have some sort of a towel that I could, oh, right here, that I can get my blade back in to my thing and tighten that up. All right, let's plug her back in. So I don't think it takes very long. And this one I got on Amazon, and it wasn't that expensive. And it actually has like a little dial, so I've got it on like 350. So that's what I have got this on right now. Okay, let me move this out of the way, and we're gonna see if this is ready yet. Oh yeah, look at that. That's going to make it so easy. So even when I'm doing my Power Tech stuff, I think this is going to make it much easier. I'll get much cleaner lines. And then we're going to put some hot glue. And then I'm going to take these out and I'm going to spray paint them black. Just move them out of my way here. I don't know why. I've never had one of these before. Because, dang, that makes life easy. And then you don't get those little popcorny things everywhere. And then if I have to, you know, trim them up or whatever, I can. Because I think I'm going to actually turn a couple to have like a, all right, so we're going to, and then I'm going to hot glue these together. All right, let me get my plate so we can see in case I need to. I might be a little tall. All right, so I'm going to use one more pool noodle. And I am just going to kind of eyeball where I want my cuts to be. And I'm going to cut that one. Let me stick that in my lap. We're going to cut this one down a little bit, make a smaller one here. Yeah, I think this was like, I don't know, 12 or 15 bucks, guys. I'm telling you, this is a must if you're a crafter. And let's see, we'll do at least one more right there. All right, so that is going to give us a nice height difference. This one is just a little too tall for what I want, so we'll just trim that down. Okay. So I am liking that. The next thing that I have to do is I'm going to have to cut the centers so that I can put the tea light in. So let's do these ones just because I have more of them. And I'm just going to use, you know, different videos that I saw. They just took a knife and they cut it. I'm going to use my hot knife because I think it will just give it a cleaner finish. So I'm just going to mark all of these. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the sides of these in the inside black without getting the flame part. Oop, crap. And they don't even have to really like be centered because they're going to have all kinds of stuff. Two more. Sorry, I'm off frame. All right, so let me just zoom you out a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm just putting this on the top, holding it down, and then just kind of drawing that little circle. And then I'm just going to take the hot knife and we're going to go right around that. And then I'll dig the rest of it out. So I'm just going to get so that I don't care if the inside is a little bit more messy, but I wanted the top to be a little bit cleaner. So if we do this, I think we're going to get that cleaner look. And this definitely will speed up, you know, the process of getting these ready. All right, so. I think I am done with that for now. So I'm just going to unplug it. And I'll start with these to make sure they're cool. And then I'll just pull some out. Like that. And so even if that candle sticks up a little bit, I don't care, but I think I need to go down a little bit more. So like that. So I'll do another one, and then I'll get the rest of these done off camera, just to so you can get an idea here of what I'm doing. So we're going to leave the knife hooked up because I think it's just going to make it easier for us to make the hole bigger. All right, so I'll get the other ones all done. I'm gonna have to take a knife and get all of that excess off my knife. So I just taking this and scraping all that glue off. All right, so then I'll just kind of that way I can get it to go down a little deeper once I get the bulk of that out. I'm trying to find like the easiest way of doing this. There we go. So maybe once I do that, I just push the candle in while that's still a little bit warm. Let's try it on this one. Get that pulled out. And I think these candles might be a little bit bigger than some of the other ones that I have. Yeah, so that works. Like that. All right, so I will get the rest of these done off camera, and then I will come back and we will hot glue these together, and then I'll get them spray painted. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my hot glue gun out. I also bought these at the dollar store when you're working with hot glue and, you know, you're always burning your finger. I'm like, oh yeah, I need those. Yep. Yes, please. All right. So I'm going to start with the big one. And I started on a high, but I got it on low now. And all right, I'm going to put it back on high because I don't think low is working on my thingy. Or I just didn't let it get hot enough first. All right, I guess I'm just going to peel that off right now till we can get some good size amount coming out at a time. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put like wax strips coming down. And then once it's all together, then I'm going to go out and spray paint the whole thing. Come on. All right, I'm going to let that heat up again. I'll be right back. All right, I went to my smaller one because that one just was not, I don't know what's wrong with it, but yeah, it just was not working the way I needed it to work. Ouch. Ah, no, 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 no. Oh my word. Yep, those of you that are new, this happens quite frequently on my channel. Just so you know. Yeah. So I'm just going to run a little bead down, get it adhered, and then I can fill it in after. Just, we can add more. And glue that. Put another glue stick in. Now, last time I went to use this one, it didn't work. Now, my big one is not working, so I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to invest in some glue guns here at some point. I want that adhered on both sides. And yeah, I think that will work. them two together. And get another glue stick in there. And I did cut one more. I don't know if I had mentioned that or not. And and I'm gonna put the lower part, I'm gonna use that to adhere to the thing. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm gonna stick this other glue stick in there. If I can break off where I almost had my catastrophe. Yeah, I just want to make sure it's going to go through the glue gun. Okay. And I'm just going to start running some along the top, letting that drip. All right, you know what? I'm gonna try plugging my big one back in and seeing if I can get that to turn back on. I think it only works on high, and once I turn it down, then it doesn't work anymore. I don't have a ton of these little glue sticks, but we're gonna keep going here, and we're gonna try and get this to look like some sort of wax melting. Ah. Because I also want to do some on the top too. Oh my gosh, I got glue strings everywhere. Yeah, because this one here does not, it doesn't keep up for the amount of, like what I'm wanting to happen. And it's like every time I put a a new stick in, it takes forever for it to get going again. All right, so I'm just going to keep going around and getting that all done. As you can see how it's starting to dry. So I'll get that done, and then I will get it spray painted, and then I will be back. Okay, guys, so I changed the angle of my camera so that you could see what I'm doing, because this is a tall piece. So it makes it kind of hard to, you know, see what I'm doing from up above. So I am, let me just get my nippers here. So I've pulled out some flowers. I've got some little skulls, just got a bunch of different things. So I'm going to start with the black flowers. Oh, first I got to glue this down. So I left a little bit of the orange showing through, because when the light, it looks like it's like the wax melting, like the light in there. So I am going to kind of hot glue this down, just so it will kind of stay. I can always peel it off the plate, you know, if I want to change this up, because I'm thinking I'm going to do the same thing, but like a Christmas candle theme. So I thought, okay, this can go in a lot of different directions. So I'm just putting a good amount of that hot glue down. All right. So I'm going to leave my hot glue gun plugged in just in case I need to like hot glue pieces on. So let's start with these black ones first. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause the video, get these all cut off, and then come back. So just to save time. Okay, so I've got all the black and these gray and black ones kind of all, so I'm just gonna stick them in like it would be the foam for flowers. So I'm gonna save this one. Let me just get some of this black going around here. So you just poke it through the foam. And this is a lot cheaper than buying floral foam, let me tell you. All right. I want to kind of, I'm going to probably have to go back and get some more to make this as full as like I'm going to want it. But we'll see how far we can get today with, all right, so that's all of those ones that I have. I don't know why I only bought one of those, but that's all I bought. So let's start going in with some of the roses now, the black roses. And the paint's still a little bit tacky, but I'm fine with that. And then I'm just going to bend the, because I want to put these so that they're after, so that I know they're going to show, because they've got the little silvery butterfly thingies. And let's see, we'll put another one right here. No, let's put one here. And I'm just going to bend that up just a smidge. And then we'll come in with some of the, I'm basically trying to hide the tray. Is kind of what I'm doing there. And adding a little bit of variety. And let's see. I want the front to be a little bit fuller. Okay, now I'm going to poke this standing upwards so that we see that skull. And let me just bend. There we go. Just so we can all right, so I'm going to need a little bit of hot glue. To hold that one in place. Why do I always do that? I stick my finger in it before it's dried. All right, that's good enough. And let's see, we're going to put him over here. I'm just going to stick that down through the foam, and then we'll just spread the oh, let me turn his face around here. Put him in backwards, guys. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so that's what we've got so far with our little ghostly pieces. And we have got 4 of the spiders. So let me put one of the spiders in the front. There we go. Okay, now let's get some of the purple roses in. I mean, this is beautiful. It's coming out beautiful just the way it is, but we definitely need to add a little color here. All right, let's just bend that up, and then I can play around with, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on getting the front done in case I don't have enough, and then I can, you know, just go back to the dollar store tomorrow and get some more, because I'm going to need to get some more for my tree, because this was the start of my Halloween tree, but I decided to make the centerpiece first. So yeah, because you know, I still want to do videos, but I've got to give my hands a chance to heal again. I don't know why, but they are so bad right now. I wake up in the morning and all I can feel is like water blisters underneath the skin, in between these two fingers especially. So, yeah. Now, the good thing with doing this is we're using fake candles, so I can build into the tower of candles, per se. I guess that's what we'll call it, tower. And put some purple on that. And then we will put this purple over here. And back. So we have another little spider guy. So let's put him down in the bottom here. And we will put one over here. Okay. Now, I also had these little skulls, but I'm really liking this. And I had pulled out some pumpkins, and I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. Because what I was going to do was just kind of put, like glue it, just a couple on there. Kind of let me just rest it there and kind of see if it's going to... I don't know. I do want to add some of these because these have glitter in them. So that was 5 bunches, and I think they were $2 a bunch, so like $10. And the pool noodles were $1.25 a piece. So yeah, I don't think that was too bad at all to make a beautiful centerpiece. So when you're doing a centerpiece, you want to have contrast, texture, to differentiate different things. And that will give your centerpiece a much, much better look. All right, so we can start filling over here now. And... let's see. I'll put this one in the back here. Oh, yeah. And when you're trying to poke them through, make sure you're not trying to poke through a leaf, because you know what? They don't go through. That's what I was just trying to do. Okay. You know what? I am loving this so much, guys. I don't think I am going to put anything else on the front. I will go back and get some of the black to finish the backside off, but I don't think I'm actually going to do anything more. I'll add a few more of these and the other purples in, but okay. So these are the little lights. So what I did is I just painted the inside and down halfway. So let me unplug my heat my glue gun here before I forget. All right, I'm going to just turn every one of these on so that you can start getting the idea of how it's going to look, and then I will get a picture of it in the dark. Now I might go over and put another coat of black paint over the top of these candles, but I think this is going to be beautiful. So I ended up making, well, I gave my husband dimensions. I drew it out of what I wanted. I needed a new plant stand for my dining room. So he did that. I got that painted. I got that set up last night. So now I can start working on, you know, some of the my other coffee table that I want to incorporate. And these have a high side. I'm trying to make sure the high side is towards the back. And the reason I didn't paint the whole candle is because I wanted the lightness to show so that we'd see some of that orange. Yeah, I think those other pumpkins that I was going to add would definitely take away from this piece. This is, even though it's black, it is absolutely beautiful, guys. I impressed myself with this one. So I will get some close-up pictures, you know, upstairs so that it's nice and clean behind it, because, you know, my craft room is a disaster again. But yeah, so that is what we're doing here. So I'm going to be starting another project. Again, it's not going to be with resin, but hopefully it will be fun and inspiring. I'm trying to keep these definitely on a budget-friendly, you know, thing. That's why and for these being dollar store flowers, guys, I am really impressed. They're a material, so they look really nice, and yeah. Okay, guys, I will see you on the next one. Drop me a comment. If you don't want to comment, just an emoji. All that helps my channel tremendously. So, I don't want to put two spiders in one area, but all right, I'm just gonna leave it, and maybe we'll just put another purple flower there, because there's one spot that's bugging me. Right here. Okay. There we go. Alrighty, I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.